everyone and welcome back, and here we have the brand new Jurassic World Rebirth Hammond Collection Dilophosaurus. So I know this isn't my usual review setup, but I want to do more reviews here because you just can't beat dinosaur figures outside. And to be honest, since I haven't really found a good spot and I don't really fancy going out all the way to the woods or a field just to find a good spot, yes, it's just a little space in my garden which actually looks really nice. It's a nice little setup here, and I've been taking some photos too. But along to the actual review, Scorpius is going to stay there for most of the review. I was taking some photos to update the thumbnail of the Scorpius Rex review, which you should check out. We have the Dilophosaurus itself. So if we take a look at the Dilophosaurus, we'll start with the packaging. We'll put the figure to the side. The packaging itself looks pretty. I would say the smaller packagings actually look quite good, especially since you get a nice, I'll just balance it here. You get a nice render of the Dilophosaurus itself. The Hammond Collection logo I really like, and I also like how they always have little screenshots from the movie. That really helps to see what you're actually buying. And then the back of the box as well looks, the Rebirth logo stunning, and the promo images, which they haven't really changed it up too much, so it looks really nice, especially this shot here. And then we'll see about that, Mattel. But honestly, this figure is actually not as bad as many people think. So first we're going to start with the sculpt of the figure. Now, first of all, the head sculpt. Now, I don't know what it is about Mattel and Dilophosaurus, but I just think they can never seem to get the head sculpt quite right. Now, I do think the head looks really good. The sculpting's obviously, really nice from Mattel. They always do get nice sculpting. You can see the lip line here. The ridges and all that look perfect. From the front view, it looks really perfect as well. Maybe the frill should be a bit bigger, but honestly, that's not really too much of an issue. That's just minor. I think I don't know what it is about Mattel, but they could just never nail the head. If we get a front-on shot, I don't know. I think maybe the eye is too big. Is that it? Or something? It's something around the back area here at the skull they can never get quite right. And I think if they tweak that, make the eye smaller maybe or something, or change something to the head, I think they've almost got Dilophosaurus perfect. And overall, the actual body sculpt itself, I think, is pretty one-on-one with the actual CGI model. I know it's the Rebirth one, so maybe it's changed a bit. But I think the Rebirth one just had a new colour scheme. And I love the Rebirth Dilophosaurus, by the way. My second or third Dilophosaurus figure, my first Dilophosaurus figure was from, Kenner. Obviously, you can tell I probably wasn't born when in the 90s. You can obviously tell by my voice. My first figures were Hasbro Jurassic World figures, so... yeah, anyway, here we have, in fact, yeah, I think the body and proportions are pretty good as well. We don't have huge clown feet, so that's always a plus as well. And if we put this down so the reflection doesn't reveal what I look like. Anyway, we have the onto the paint scheme. I think the paint scheme on this looks really good as well. If I take a look at the renders they've given us here, you can see some of the patterning. To be honest, maybe it's a bit too much here, but honestly, I still think it looks quite nice. And if you have the chance to get this figure, I do think it's one. I don't think you should pass on this figure. If you have the original Hammond Collection one, then maybe I can see why you want to pass on it. But this new one just has a really nice colour scheme. So I would say definitely, it's a really, I think you should get it if you have the chance to. I know it's just releasing, and I know some people have said I've got it early, which I guess I have. Yeah, I think the worldwide release date is 25th of May or 1st of June. I'm not 100% sure. This one is definitely better than the Scorpius. Now, the Scorpius is a bigger figure, a larger figure, so people are going to want to have more fun with it and stuff. But I think this Dilophosaurus is a little underrated. Then again, onto the articulation, if I can actually balance the box. The articulation, articulation-wise, it's all the same, but the mouth, when I close it, you've got a little bit of a gap there, but you could just put warm water or something. It doesn't actually have a big overbite, which is great, and it has nice lips as well. The articulation is pretty good as well. Obviously, no one likes to see paint scuffs on their figures, but I'm gonna let it slide because it's not too noticeable. Articulation, I think the neck is just too. I can't move this at all. It's not really, and to the side is very stiff as well. But oh no, it's never mind. And I think something's stuck there. Never mind. It's actually not that stiff. So articulation-wise, it's pretty nice. It's the standard. Paint-wise, like we said, it's pretty good, pretty accurate. Maybe a few patterns aren't correct, but honestly, I still think it looks pretty nice. The frill especially You can just compare that to like the front of the, you know, that looks pretty spot on, to be honest. I don't think they have really anything to improve. It's a figure after all. You're not going to get every single spot the same. It looks really good. And in fact, if we actually take a look at the spots, I think they've done really well, because you can see up here it's all like clustered and stuff, and you've got some that aren't spots, which we have here as well. Anyway, really great as the wind picks up. So here's all the articulation. You've got, you know, it moves at the leg. You've got a bend at the knee as well, and you've also got some, you've got obviously ankle articulation and ankle articulation here as well. So, and obviously Jurassic World logo, the bendy wire in the tail. On the smaller models, it's not really the best, but on this one, oh, accidentally hit the camera there. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's nice, standard. In fact, I think it works actually better than the Scorpius. It doesn't crease as much. It's harder. It doesn't feel like it's bending, but it is, and it's definitely less creasy. The Scorpius's tail did crease a lot. Hopefully I'm saying that right, and you guys understood what I just said. But yeah, the Scorpius, I think maybe because it's a larger figure, that's why. And yeah, to be honest, this figure I think is pretty good. We're going to get onto some comparisons, but toy photography for this would be absolutely amazing, you know, or in like forest and stuff. So hopefully some people get a hand of this and make some photography. Like, I know the channel Jurassic Photography, that channel makes some really nice photos. Also, like, if you check out Jurassic Rod reviews as well, you know, obviously all his reviews are in like nature and stuff, and you know, those always look amazing, especially the thumbnails. So the thumbnail of this video, I'll try get a shot outside or something like that, since I know the Photoshop ones, they look cool, but you know, they're not real and they're not really in nature. It's just me removing the background of the figure. But here we have the Dilophosaurus. It looks very, very nice. Onto some quick comparisons. Here we have the Jurassic World Hammond Collection Scorpius Rex compared to the Dilophosaurus. We can see it is the size, and then compared to like a human figure, here we have, I'll just get there. In fact, no, I'll just get the you know, Henry Loomis, since it is from Rebirth. Here we have the size of the Dilophosaurus, which I think the size is also really good as well. And then if we take a look at the size compared to the Lab Lockdown T-Rex, I also think these two scale great, and definitely some great photography could be taken with this, and I might do that as well, since obviously in the film they're both in scenes together, these two. And yeah, really great figure. So overall, what do I think of the Dilophosaurus? Definitely, I think you should pick it up if you get the chance. Underrated. Is it the best of the wave? I'd say the Aquilops is the best of the new Hammond Collection wave. I haven't seen that on pre-order anywhere. And but overall, the wave has been pretty average. Still, by no means is this an amazing figure, but it is better than past quality. So it doesn't put the Hammond Collection in a bad situation. Stuff like maybe the Scorpius and maybe the Indominus, it kind of questions what's going on with the Hammond Collection a little bit. I hope they can improve, especially with the Scorpius. Indominus isn't actually too bad. Other than the head, I think the rest of the body's quite good. But the coloration's also off as well. Still not premium, but still I think they're not bad. Indominus, I know it's not premium 100%, but it's still not a bad figure. Mine's coming sometime this week, so that'll be the next review. Thank you all for watching. And also the Mutadon from the Hammond Collection, not even going to bother with that, just so bad. Currently recording this after I finished the review. I forgot to show the swappable parts, which is, you know, it's good that we have swappable parts. The only time is it's actually needed. And there you go.